Have you ever suppressed your idea from turning into an actual application because you didn't have the guidance or budget or the right pathway to get started and actually build it? Well, if that's the case, then this video series is for you, where we'll be building, shipping, and scaling an application with $0, all live on this camera. Now, this is gonna be a huge playlist. Not huge, but moderately huge. Where this is the first video that you are seeing, then we'll be building the application in the next two videos, getting our first users, and scaling it further to actual real users. This is going to be a tough thing, and you need to cope up with me while we'll be building this whole thing. The only constraint that we have is that we won't spend a dime. So all the services, all the platform, everything that we'll ever spend or buy, it will be for $0. And if you want to check more about what we are building and get associated with the community, you can go on our Reddit r/21stfund or on our Discord. The link will be in the description, so you can better engage with me and the fellow community members. Now, talking about me, why you should be watching this video and listening to me, because here's a little bit about me. I'm Odit. I've been building products for over 4 years now, and I've basically built a couple of products. I built Starbot, which I solo scaled to over 20,000 users and more than $30,000 in revenue. I built a lot of open source projects, a lot of models. But the most important thing is I've also been a fund manager for Malpani Ventures, leading Trey VC, not just leading, actually setting up the fund, doing the initial funding and SOP defining and portfolio building, everything. I have basically built a fund. I know how it works. I know what are the key takeaways for you to take after this video ends. I've also done a lot of research, got some patents, been in public for like over a while, but all this, but a builder by heart, and I just love building products. So, okay, that's enough about me. Coming back to our video, let's start with the idea. Now, we are going to have a bunch of ideas when we start, right? You might be having 10 different ideas right now. So, for your first project that you will be building, I'll just recommend that take the one which is the closest to your heart, or something that you want to solve. Okay, something that you want to solve for yourself. There are a bunch of good YC articles that are over here, YC videos as well. I'll try to drop them in the community and you can just check them out, or maybe you can just research it by your own. For me, it will be a credit finder tool because this is like the closest to what the series is all about. So we'll be building a tool called Open, which will be basically a tool to find dev credits, which means if you want to use, say, Supabase and it is a paid service, then you can basically find alternatives, or you can find basically programs where they give free credits, like GitHub Education, Startup, etc. So this will be like the platform that we'll be making. It will act as a credit discovery platform, and yeah, that's pretty much of the idea that we'll be having. Now, coming to our tech stack, I'll be actually taking inspiration from one of my initial posts that went viral on Reddit, in the vibe coding community, um, and I've actually trimmed it out, and will be using this tools to basically build this application. For UI, we'll be using Lovable. For coding, we'll be using Anti-Gravity. For dev memory, we'll be using Brain Local. More about this later. For documentation, we'll be using SuperTalks. For our version management, we'll be using GitHub. For both auth and database, I'll be using Supabase. And there's like a very clear reason why I switched from StackAuth to Supabase. I'll be explaining that. And that actually came from a community member's feedback. So I'll discuss about it while building. For storage and DB, again, we'll be using Cloudflare R2. We'll be hosting this project on Vercel, and for analytics, we'll be using Microsoft Clarity. Now, this comes this sends us to the next and the final topic of this video, which is roadmap. So for the whole development of the project, we'll be using an AI assisted development approach where we'll be working as the manager of the project. Will not do the stuff on ground, which means we won't be doing the actual UI designing, but we'll be employing an AI agent to do it. Again, for coding, we won't be doing the actual coding, but we'll be monitoring the code, and we'll do this with like almost all the part. So just like a scaffolded roadmap, will be setting up a scope and PRD, then finding design inspiration, building the UI, building the MVP. Then we'll see how ready our product is for scale. Then we'll validate it with actual early adopters, and then we'll distribute the product. So this is like how our whole project roadmap for this video series will look like. And yeah, there's like a lot of things that will happen over here. We might be having like splitting this 5 videos into maybe 10 videos or 7 videos, or maybe ending it up in like 3 videos. We don't know, like this is just a starting point, and let's see where it takes us. A few couple of things that if you want to know more about me, you can just go to aditakhori.com. So you just need to type aditakhori.com, and if you want to just join in, have some conversations, you can go to our Reddit community or the Discord community, whatever you like, whatever you use, and we'll have a conversation. So that's pretty much for the video. In the next video, we'll just have to do a lot of work, because then we'll be creating the PRD, we'll be creating the design inspiration, and we'll try to build upon the UI as well.